Ever wondered how the hidden heroes of the digital world, ethical hackers, work to secure your web applications? Or perhaps you've been curious about the wizardry behind the web application security that shields your data from prying eyes? Today, we'll journey down this intriguing path with Akhlaq, an IT security professional who will guide us through the maze of ethical hacking and web application security. Imagine the digital realm as a fortress. The walls are high, the gates are sturdy, but the potential for a breach always lingers. This is where the concept of broken authentication comes into play. It's akin to a weak spot in the fortress wall, a result of improper implementation of user authentication mechanisms such as passwords or session tokens. Weak password policies, inadequate encryption of authentication credentials, or even insufficient session timeouts can lead to this vulnerability. It's akin to leaving the fortress gate unattended or worse, leaving it ajar. But what happens when an enemy manages to sneak past the gate? They could impersonate a resident of the fortress, gaining unauthorized access to the system or user accounts. This, in the language of cybersecurity, is session hijacking. It's when the foe intercepts or steals a valid session identifier, tricking the system into believing they're a legitimate user. Network traffic sniffing, exploiting vulnerable session management mechanisms, or stealing session cookies are some of the means through which this digital subterfuge can be carried out. The stakes are high. Both broken authentication and session hijacking pose significant threats to the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of systems and data. The fortress could fall and the kingdom of data could be seized by the enemy. However, fear not, for there are ways to fortify the fortress. Robust authentication mechanisms such as multi-factor authentication, strong password policies, and secure session management practices are the knights in shining armor. They stand guard, protecting against unauthorized access. Regular security assessments and audits are the vigilant watchmen, always on the lookout for any weaknesses in the fortress's defenses. In summary, the digital realm is a fortress that needs constant vigilance and protection. Broken authentication and session hijacking are potential weak spots that can be exploited by attackers to gain unauthorized access. However, with robust authentication mechanisms, secure session management practices, and regular security assessments, these vulnerabilities can be mitigated. So, the next time you log into a web application or secure a data system, remember the silent guardians who work tirelessly behind the scenes. Remember the ethical hackers like Akhlaq, who use their skills not to breach the fortress, but to fortify it. For in the world of web application security, it's not just about keeping the enemy out, but also about ensuring the safety of those within.